Hare Rama, Oh, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Bo, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Oh Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So you just sit there and look funny there, Karuna, and no more comments, okay, for today. Let Lalita chant. Okay, thank you. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Oops. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. See, you don't understand how it works, Shamaguri. So, see, when you write something there, I might see it. So now I can look. So let's see if you're there. See, you didn't write anything until now, and you wonder why you're not there. So anyway, you got to write something. Write something on a private chat. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. You can try it again. See, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. But you got to write, man, you know. Otherwise I can't see. I'm chanting, you know. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. See, I don't see. I can either look now, or I have to go back to the chat. So, you know, you choose, man. You got to do them both. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare. So when you're ready to go on, put it in the chat, okay? Hare Krishna, Krishna. Don't give me any after the facts. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, 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 Nityananda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Boy, this is a tough sacrifice. Man, is this hard work. Difficult. Isn't it nice? God comes and gives us such an easy method for self-realization. Yeah. And the only problems is just the lack of the spark. See, people just need the spark. Now, what we're doing here would just turn the Krishna conscious movement upside down. Literally, it's completely revolutionized. Yeah. That's why it's like how simple it is. It's so, people, they can't get it. And therefore, that's why out of actually more mercy, the Lord taught the Vaidhi Bhakti path, because people just can't. You see how hard it is. No matter how much I yell and scream, up and down, jump up and down, show, everything, people, can't see nothing, man. Blind. Because that's mercy, is to get people in the game a little bit, This Maya is strong, man. It takes, yeah. So anyway, that's preaching, just you share the realizations, and you share with devotees. You have these sadhu sanghas publicly. See, the Lord has appeared publicly. You see, you actually see the real Bhagavatam. All these verses are realized here. People, they can come get a view. You want darshan? You want to know what the verses mean? You see it in action, man. Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavat, these truths are greatly pleasing in a society of devotees. You see a society of real devotees very pleased to hear these things. And then you see the society of non-devotees who are not pleased to hear these things. They don't come, they don't care about these things. Okay? You see they're practicing to be devotees. See, that's why they call it Vaidhi Bhakti, practice. You're not really a devotee yet. The real devotees would be here in a second, but they're so few in the world. We have to generate them. I had to generate Madhyamadikaris. Because I was looking for gurus. I was looking for ecstatic devotees. Couldn't even find one friggin' ecstatic devotee. Not even one. They're all holding it back, man, or something. Yeah. They're all doing something else, man. Yeah, it's greatly pleasing. You see the verses realized. Then you start to understand them. Then you can appreciate, the highest platform of devotional service. It's just chanting Krishna's name and talking about, the absolute eternal truth, the one you love. Just like you talk about your baby. Anybody has a baby or a grandchild and all. Oh, my little grandchild, he's so cute, right? People do that. Well, when you get a relationship with Krishna, you do the same thing. Oh, Krishna, he's so cute. Yes, he's like this. Talk about when you love, man. Yeah. Lord Caitanya is so gracious. He's come and gives us that spark. That's why if you have to meet an associate, get that spark, and then you're in the game, man. You're playing ball. You're playing ball, you're in Lord Caitanya's game. You're in the major leagues. Not minor leagues, major leagues. Heavy hitter. You become a heavy hitter. You hit the ball, man, goes out of the park. It's American game, man. Baseball. Okay? Those heads are all those sannyasis. You hit them out of the park, man. Get them out of the way. You don't need this. You don't need pretentious devotional service. Krishna, my Lord Chaitanya, he likes frankness. He likes clarity. He likes truth. Okay? He wants to see people delivered. It is his desire. But you got to have deliverers here. You have to have those who are delivered first, man. You got. You can't have people that are still in the womb doing the delivering process. What kind of good is that? You know, it's like, you know, having a person in the womb saying, "Okay, I want to deliver babies now." That's what most, you know, everybody's like that. All right, so let's see here. Govinda Lilamrita, why not? Let's see. Let's try it out. Seeing the end of night. Seeing the end of night, Vrinda ordered her birds to awaken Radhika and Madhusudan. Seeing the end of night. See, that's the time now, the end of night. See, it's the morning time, right? But it's pretty early, isn't it? See, the end, the night is ended. But it's still kind of night, and everything's quiet. Sending the birds. See, who are the birds? We're the birds to awaken Radha and Krishna. We're warbling Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, waking those two up. Isn't that funny? You thought I was joking when I said this is Vrindavan? Isn't this what they do? They get up at the end of the night. And the birds, the little birds, warble, Hare Krishna, Hare, wake up, and that's what I do. I know exactly what this is talking about because that's exactly what I do every morning. Hare Krishna, wake up, you two. It's time to get up. It's time to have some pastimes instead of sleeping all night. We're good. Right? Isn't that what we're doing? Isn't it so true? We're going to go wake those two up every day. The end of night. The end of night, about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Although they were eager to sing from the beginning. See, eagerness, chanting. When you want to wake the Lord up, man, very eager to do it. Why? Because you're attached. Right? This is the thing. It's that simple. Devotional service is so beautiful and so simple. It's all about touching Krishna, being touched by, you know, it's all about, you know, to embrace the Lord and be embraced. That's all he basically did when he was here. He would see people, he would embrace them. And they would embrace him. And their life was perfect. Come here and get the embrace of the Lord, see? And they would get the ecstatic potency, and then they could wake the Lord up, man. You become a real pujari. Oh, you think being a pujari is going up there on the stage every day and waking up the stone, and the stone doesn't wake up? Well, let's be honest with you, man. Hey, man, you know, if you don't, you know what waking up Radha and Krishna is, Samagori? It means waking up it means that waking up, see, waking up the ecstasy of Radha and Krishna. Otherwise, they're not awake yet. They're still. And the devotee is walking around the stage, you know, doing stuff. Do's. I mean, come on, man. I'm just into the essence. Are you waking up God or what, man? I mean, do you wake him up? Let's see. If you are, man, hey, man, we're going to see some tears. We're going to see some ecstasy. We're going to see some real divine action going on here. Divinity's action. Otherwise, are you satisfied with externals? Well, look at the nice ceremony, man. They're going up on the stage. I'm sorry. I'm like Bhakti Siddhanta, same mood, you know, not him, but like him. You get good eye exercise watching that pujari, trying to wake up the Lord, but the Lord ain't waking up, man. I don't see any tears, the Lord ain't waking up, man. The deity room is your heart, man. That's the inner chamber, man. That's going up on the altar. Where's the Lord waking up, man? I don't have to do. I just chant, chant, chant. I'm a lazy guy. Lazy. Yeah. I let Krishna do the housework, Radha and Krishna. I just let everything go, you know. If Janaki's not here, it's just kind of a little bit messy, you know. I try to put that. But I let Radha and Krishna do the work. I just Hare Krishna, let them clean the house. This is, it's okay, you know. But the house, man, let them clean the house. So great, man. They clean the house, and all of a sudden you look at everything, you see what they're talking about, you understand, you know, the highest truth, you know, Govinda Lilambrita, you know, and you can understand these things by experience because that's what you're doing, you know. Best kept secret, isn't it? You know, you're out there. We're doing what the devotees in Vrindavan doing, and these Vaidhi Bhaktas can't see nothing. Blind as bats, like owls. Can't see that. We're those little birds warbling Hare Krishna, and then Krishna wakes up, man. Ooh. You can go up there and see people going on the altar and giving the nice presente and all this, but there's no ecstatic worship, is there? See, so the Lord ain't quite awake yet, isn't it? You're practicing waking up the Lord. It's just practice. But you think practice makes perfect? No, not at all. No, practice doesn't make perfect. Meeting the devotee makes perfect. Awakening Bhakti Lata Bij, like the book says, by the bona fide warbler who warbles Hare Krishna in ecstasy and has the right understanding, the real knowledge. See the essence of truth personified. That's all you need. Yeah. The essence. I just, in a 2 sentences, told you the essence of how to become enlightened, how to surpass the cycle of birth and death that people and Buddhists have been trying to do for thousands of years. And anybody on the yogis trying to do to surpass, I told you in 1 sentence how to do it. The formula, the key that unlocks, you know, Vrindavan, that door, the entrance into Vrindavan is the truth. Anybody can follow this path. You know, can't you see? See, if anybody will give it a chance to listen, you'll see logically that this is the best path we're teaching. Logically, this is the most powerful path. You'll see logically that it works, that people have entered Vrindavan already. Logically. Clearly, I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. All my gurus are out of my way. Oh, I'm sorry. Obstacles are out of my way. I'm sorry, guys. You know, I can't resist. Need a little whipping, boys out there, man. You show me your little bottoms, man. Let me spank it a little bit, you know. Now they joyfully surrounded the bower and started warbling. The she parrots sang in the grapevines, and the male parrots in the pomegranate trees, the cuckoos with their mates in the mango trees, see? And the pigeons in the pilu trees, and the peacocks in the kadamba trees, and the bees buzzed in the vines, and the cocks started cooing on the ground. See, they're natural. See, their nature, they're devotees, man. Pigeons, you know, do a pigeon song. You know, the mango trees, you know, do their mangoes, offer their mangoes, you know. Everybody, that's why everybody here, they're just their natural nature. comes out to fruition and in their worship of the Lord. See, this is all waking up the Lord, isn't it? You're going to see Lalita Ganga's class and her thing, how she wakes up the Lord. She's singing in Shamaguri and all of them, you know, Amy, you know. This is all the Vrindavan forest here. Did you know? Oh, wow, it's Vrindavan forest. Felt that one, man. The bees buzzed in the vines. The cock started cooing on the ground. Then swarms of bees, greedy after honey. See, the bees, those are the ones, those are the deep chanters, man. Those are the ones when they chant, man, they're the bees, man. They're totally, you know, see, like greedy after the honey, want to taste it. And that's what happens. You become a bee. You know, first you're a duck. Krishnadas Kaviraj says the ducks and the swans and the bees are the devotees, you know. So the ducks, quack, 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 make a like clang, clang, bang, bang. The beginners, see? The ducks, quack, quack, quack. You ever see ducks? And then you got the swans, mode of goodness, you know. They have more mode of goodness, you know, just swan-like, you know. Still mundane, you know, but they're devotees, right? You know, a lot of committed devotees are swans. But then you got the bees, man. They're the ones that are honey. They're the honey's all over them, man. You know, those are the ones you really want to associate with. The bees, man. Watch out for the stinger, though. But that's good. You got to get a little of that in you. They wield that stinger here and there, goes kind of like a scorpion, you know. And you get a little, oh, you know. But it's not poison, man. It's actually medicine. See, because then you get all the honey, man. See, this honey, the bees, you got to be around the eager bees. They're greedy because they got taste. They're like a Lilita or a Yohan. They want more. Ooh, yeah. They get the red lips, all that, you know, kissing Krishna, you know, that kind of, they want more kissing business. How else are you going to desire this stuff? You got to be around the bees. See, so you ducks out there, you swans even, come and associate with the bees in the Sangha. We're very eager to taste this honey, man. We're spoiled, man. We're spoiled. I don't know why the Lord, he spoils us. You know, our friend is he's a spoiler, man, you know. He spoiled our show, man. You know, we can't stay here in this material world anymore, you know. Even here, we can't stay here, you know. Spoiled the show. I mean, it was so great, man. Go every day to Disneyland, see all these illusions, think they're real, you know. You got our family and our friends. We got happiness and distress. And the Lord comes and just spoils our show. All of a sudden, less attracted to the Disneyland here. All of a sudden, we just want to be bees in Vrindavan. We want to taste this nectar of Krishna. You know, his beautiful sweetness and beauty. And we want to be around Radha's love. We want to be close to her, right? We want to be close to her. What do you think devotion is? You're just close to Radha. She's given us her association. Yeah. And spoiling us. We don't want anything else more, you know, more or less. More or less and less the other stuff. More and more this. See, the swarm of bees, greedy after honey, began to hum like Cupid's auspicious conch in the charming grove, which was full of blooming vines and had a bed of lotus flowers. See, charming grove, blooming vines. Why blooming? Doesn't Krishna he makes people bloom. That's what I love. Those who are devotees, man. Be around blooming devotees. They bloom. See? Come on, come to the baby bloomers, not the baby boomers. or the baby bummers, man. You know, there's so many people, they want Krishna, they're babies, and they go to the baby bummers, and they come. That's why I was around baby bummers. To be honest with you, when I first came to Krishna, man, I was a bloomer from the beginning. I just chanted Hare Krishna, and ecstasy started to awaken immediately. I was a baby bloomer in the beginning. I got Prabhupada's books of blooming ecstasy. I mean, that's the honest truth. It's not it's really true. I just came automatically from a past life, obviously. Just naturally, I was a baby bloomer. And then I come to the temple room, and the baby bummer came, the temple president. As I was chanting in ecstasy and crying, he said, "How dare you chant and cry in the temple room?" Oh boy, the baby bummer came. And that was it for my baby blooming for a long time. It's all downhill from there. So any of you out there that are baby bloomers listening to this message in Vaidhi land and have been around those baby bummers, where they see the baby bhakti starting to bud and sprout, and then they smash it down. It's not their fault. They just can't understand, you know. How can a fish understand what's going on dry land? You know, just can't understand. It's a whole nother level. So anyway, we're here for you, baby bloomers, man, to get out of the association of baby bummers. It's a bum trip, man. When that guy said that, now looking back and then, my God, that was a real bummer, man. I was just really chanting in ecstasy in the temple. The deities were there, you know. And that happened a few times in different ways. The other times I was at Mangalarti and dancing from my heart in front of the deities, man. It was like the party was right there in Vrindavan. And again, the old temple president comes, another one. They're all the same, man. Baby bummers, man. Bloomin' bhakti from the baby bloomer, and then the baby bummer comes in. Ah, boy, talk about Jatila land. Like Jatila reincarnated. Stop the show. And then in Vrindavan, same baloney. This time it was a delegate of ladies, delegation. I was dancing away, really. Oh, we're in Vrindavan, right? Should be like Vrindavan. Just dance for Krishna, oh, dance around. And then afterwards, it was kind of funny, actually. And the baby bummers came, you know, in the form of these ladies, you know, a delegation. No, what are you doing here? Prabhupada never taught us to dance like that. You got to do the Swami step like this. All right, thank you very much, you baby bummers, man. There no more blooming today. See, that's why Vrindavan is set aside. For when, you know, if you're ready, you'll come here and we'll teach you how to be a baby bloomer. Get out of the association with baby bummers, you know. Yeah. They just can't understand. See, Vaidhi is kept a little bit separate. I give a respectful distance, and not so always so respectful, because I'm trying to reach into the, see, like Jesus said, I have sheep in many different folds. Well, Krishna has people in these folds. They just don't know where to go. They come into Krishna, but that's all that's available, right? There's no Raganuga Bhakti. Nothing that has impressed me. They're all doing the hard rules and regulations. You know, if you were doing this kind of Raganuga Bhakti, you'd be relaxed just naturally. Okay, what else you got to do? All you have to do is chant in ecstasy, and Krishna and Radha, they just clean house. They don't have to lift a finger to clean your heart. They just appear, and all of a sudden everything's cleansed. You wake them up, you become a real pujari, man. You didn't know. There's another hat, don't you? You don't see my cloth when I go on the altar every day. I'm worshiping Krishna, offering him food. And you guys are becoming pujaris too. You know, you're doing the same thing. People, they go hard. He doesn't. Him and his group, they don't follow anything. What are you talking about? We're strict pujaris here. Very strict. Very greedy, man. We force those two to wake up every day. Well, you know, we don't take no for an answer. You guys are always getting no out there in Vitae land. Yeah, no, we're not waking up. No. You're no bees. We only wake up for the bees. And you don't like bees. You're baby bummers, man. You don't like the bees, man. You don't like greedy devotees. Is that making sense to anybody? Get a little perspective on what Vrindavan's like and what those devotees are like and what those who are outsiders are like? They can't understand. All in the name of who they worship. Isn't that amazing? Jesus also, he comes to these people. You know, oh, they're all Pharisees and their followers. Oh, God, we love you, but we hate Jesus. Isn't that the way it is? It's always like that. Come on, man, wake up, sleeping souls. It's always like this. Jarasandha, oh, he followed all the rules that all you Vaitis out there in ISKCON are doing, all of you in the Gaudiya Math and Radha, you're following all those rules like you guys, worshiping God, right? He's also worshiping God, following all these rules. Oh, God, I love you, yes, and I'm honest, I'm following your rules, man. I never tell a lie, man. You look at all the charity I give to the Brahmins, man. I'm a great devotee, man. Look at me, a saintly king and all that. But I hate you, Krishna. See, Krishna Vrindavan, that manifestation is the true Lord. See, that's the one we unearth, man. That's the one we hold up on a candlestick, man. That's the real light, is the real Krishna, the ecstatic one. See, the one who came from Vrindavan to the Vaitis over there. He came to Jarasandha. He came to Mathura. He came to Dwarka to wake them up, man. See, that's why the Lord himself came to wake us up. He came in the form of Madhavinda Puri, the spiritual master of the universe. He came in the form of Ishvara Puri, his greatest disciple, and others also that got the mercy. And he came in the form of Lord Caitanya himself, God himself, to join the party. The Lord says, hey, man, I want to join this party. I want to relish what Madhavinda Puri's relishing. He looks like he's having a great time down there. And at the same time, I think I'll just expose the deepest truth that's ever been exposed in this world at the same time. It's like we do. Isn't it a great thing, man? We do it. I just love this kind of preaching, man. We just take the highest truth that none of these gurus even know and expose it. Expose. Expose it. You know, when we going into a dark room. See, I'm telling you, this is just for, you didn't know I was a photographer, did you? That's another hat. Photographer. That's what I do. I come, take pictures, go into the dark room. That's the world. See? And we take the little things and expose. See, expose. That's what you do in a dark room of the material world, man. We expose these negatives. See, very negative. Everything is dark, right? And all of a sudden, nice, clear picture of the highest truth distinguished from illusion. Man, now you got a picture of real Krishna consciousness. Now you're hearing the real Bhagavatam, because Gaur Hari Das is the cameraman who went into the dark room and exposed the negative and got a real clear picture of what's really going on in this world. Now, am I lying, or is that a real nice way to put it? Now, man, that was good. Lord, man, you're really smart, man. Where did I? He's the one to I got to give credit, man. He gives all these ideas, man. He gives the great analogies. See, the same, Prabhupada used to do that. Jesus do it. All these beings empowered by the same God always give great analogies, great, aphorisms and all of that stuff. empowered by the Lord. They're spiritual, they're really true, you know, very colorful, very beautiful, very unique. Because the same Lord, the Lord's the artist, right? He's the flute player, and we're just the flutes. How do we get all that out of this story, man? Because very practical. You think this is a, you know, I've seen for years, you know, go to these groups, Radhakun Babaji's, but Radhe, 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 Radhe. It doesn't mean anything, you know, just Radhe, Radhe. I mean, no. And a lot of speculations, oh, Radhe this and Radhe that, you know, colorful imagination stuff, but nothing really practical. Like, really, like, how does it relate here in your life? How does it relate to your purification? How does it relate to your understanding of the material world distinguished from illusion? I mean, the spiritual world distinguished from illusion. How does it relate to that? Like, none of that, no. Just flowery words. I remember listening to these classes, man, I'm not understanding nothing. Hearing just a big flowery show, flowers, no substance. Prabhupada wasn't like that. That's why his books are fantastic. They're colorful, man. They're solid. Man, that's why I love taking his purports, man, and going deep into them, man, and making, you know, purport upon a purport, man. It's endless. I'd be here forever, you know, just talking about and chewing what has already been chewed by the acharyas. See? Otherwise, you're chewing what is chewed by people in illusion. That's what it is, and that's a very lousy taste. See, began to hum like Cupid's auspicious conch in the charming grove, which was full of blooming vines and had a bed of lotus flowers. A swarm of joyful she-bees, intoxicated, see, hummed like the auspicious symbols of Cupid to awaken Govinda. See, if you don't have this, if you're not intoxicated in ecstasy and have this loving, intoxicating ecstasy, no, Govinda is going to be, sorry, man, only my devotees can wake me up. That's our secret of success here. You got to have that intoxicated, loving worship, ecstatic worship. You got to be a spontaneous devotee to wake Krishna up in the hearts of others. Didn't he say in the dream of Madhavendra, because of your ecstatic love, I'm now going to appear in public and deliver the world. That's in public. You're the public, man. You're the public. He's publicly showing you. See, a public view, not a big secret now. It's not like the Illuminati's in their secret meetings now. Well, that's what's going on beforehand. It's a big secret, even to you. But because because of the ecstatic devotion of a devotee, he wakes up in your heart. If you're like Arjuna, oh, Arjuna, because you are my disciple and my friend, I'm going to tell you and teach you the most confidential things in the whole universe. Not even the great sages know. Because you're simply my devotee and my friend. Well, that's Gurudev, man. That's the person, the same trip happens. Because you are my friends and my disciples, you get to know these things that nobody else gets to know. You think Acharya Dev can know any of this? He can come here with all his big knowledge and big speculations and big titles and everything, and he'll come and, what's he talking about? What's he talking about? Oh, I'm sorry, I got my appointment for my shot, my booster. I need a boost. Because the virus is after me, man. The virus is after me. And after my disciples, we got to get them fixed up. They need their fix, man. Boosters. And don't
you dare come into the temples without being boosted. Radhanath too. Can you imagine? And you wonder why I'm a little bit heavy now. Hey man, it's a call to action, man. Hey man, try to save your life. Come with me, you Vites, if you want to live. Otherwise, you're slated for termination. Hey man, look at this. You believe those guys. Their immune systems are compromised. The more you get at that, the more it compromised. Yeah. And then you'll see in a few years, I'm telling you, man, people are going to drop in like flies. I'm not lying. It's really true. You're going to be amazed. So I'll tell you now, so you're not so, wow, why is everybody dying here? Well, and you know, and they won't put it together. People are so dumbed down. They won't put it together. It was from this. They're already doing that, and they're not putting two and two together. Brainwashed. See? This is the Lord's Maya. If you're not we're here, we're doing emergency work. We're the Red Cross. Oh, another thing. You have a Red Cross? See on my back shirt? Red Cross. We're out there on the battlefield, man, trying to save a few people. Even if you got that, come here and get devotion, and hey, man, then that's the whole point, man. You're saved. Your soul is saved. Okay. A flock of birds repeatedly sang cuckoo on the fifth note, like the vina of Cupid. And the cuckoos sat next to their mates on the mango tree. Okay, I'm going to go into something else now. Let's see here. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Let's read a little Srimad Bhagavatam, I think. Hare Krishna. A nice story came to my mind with in the was it 11th canto? Yeah, 11th canto. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Yeah, Maharaj Nimi meets the 9 Yogendras. You ever read that story? No? Oh, it's a nice story. It's one of my favorites. All about pure devotional service. There's a little bit of Vaidhi in there, but it's good. You got to go? Got to go? Okay. Bye-bye. Okay. All right. So let's see. Chapter 2. in Canto 11. Shukadeva Goswami said, eager to engage in the worship of Lord Krishna, the best of the Kurus, Narada Muni, stayed for some time in Dwarka, which was always protected by the arms of Govinda. This verse is so perfect. This is the essence, you know, eager to engage in the worship of Krishna. You know, Narada Muni never loses that eagerness. Can you imagine doing something where you're always eager to do? We don't lose this. This is eternally our treasure. And the chanting is eternally our treasure. We're eager, stay eager to engage in this service of the Lord. This is service. The Lord has given us. He says he ordered the whole universe, please engage in chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Is the order. See, and his generals, the actual real devotees, they give that spark to others so that they can enjoy this service, relish this service. Otherwise, if your spirit is not awakened, see, you must be reborn. You must be born again to enter the kingdom of God. The kingdom of God is this worship that you do here. It's active, activated. It has to be activation. Hey, now the fun begins. Now the new life begins. Oh, isn't that how fun it is to follow rules and work for Krishna all the time, you know? Like one devotee, I mean, I listen to what devotees say. They've been in devotees for years. One devotee, you know, says, man, I work all day and I've been doing this for years, but I'm getting a little tired, man, I guess. I mean, he sounded tired. I mean, says, yeah, I work all day and now I got to chant my rounds. They work. See, not really eager, just doing it because I'm a little guilty. If I don't do that, I'm going to go to hell. I don't want to go to hell. I got to do my duty, chant my rounds, and do all this work, man. You know, because I got to, you know. Oh, I feel so guilty. I couldn't come up to the standard. I couldn't do my 16 rounds. Oh, my Lord. Oh, I got to make them up. I don't want to do it. It's a big conflict. See, conflict of interest. See, you know, you're supposed to do this. You should do this. You must chant your rounds. See, and then you got that material say, I don't want to do it because I'm still a mundane person. I like mundane things. I don't have any attraction to chant. You got a conflict still, right? You know, I mean, you know, Pani says him and Noodles used to feel guilty because they couldn't do things like they're supposed to do. You're supposed to chant your 60. They were householders. They couldn't do, you know, they got to make a living and all that. They needed some stronger path. Look over here, my friends. You want the stronger path? Well, that's what we're about, man. Stronger path. Yeah. The Lord he just comes and starts following you here. Isn't it nice to have somebody following you? We're getting reports. Yeah, I just been here a couple of weeks and the Lord's following me now. Can't shake his tail. He's tailing me like Bill Gates. Better. Track and trace by the Lord. He's everywhere you go, even the bathroom. Yeah. So yeah, beautiful verse. See, eager to engage in the worship. When you're eager to engage in this transcendental worship of the Lord, which you get by association with the real promoters of Krishna consciousness in this world, I mean the real one. When are you ready for real? Anybody out there? Or you want fake? You want imitation? You want imitation gurus? You want imitation followers? Oh, okay, that's over there. But you want real devotees with real devotion, real eagerness, personification of these verses, who are actually protected by Govinda? Do you want to be protected by Govinda? Well, you better develop some eagerness to chant. Then see, then now you're getting substantial food. So you got to go through the regeneration. Then you can hear the same verses over and over and over and over again and love them. Masked man. My dear king, in the material world, the conditioned souls are confronted by death at every step of life. And they don't even know it. We don't even know this. Every step of life. Death can come at any moment, right? But people, they just got to, you got to be in, what do you call, in denial. So people live their whole lives, in a mundane way. See, they don't have this knowledge. You need this knowledge, man. This is truth. It's called truth. This is what the real world is. And people don't know what the real world. They think the unreal world. They make an unreal world in their minds, man. Oh yeah, I have all these goals I want to accomplish in this life, and all these things that end in futility. They're all things that are material. They end with the death of this body, man. We're spirit. You haven't even awakened your spirit. Your whole life should be to awaken the spirit, so your soul is saved from coming back again and again and again. But people don't know that. You need to come in line. You need to hear this knowledge. You need to hear Srimad Bhagavatam. But you need to hear it, not hear it from non-devotees. Gurus who are not real gurus, not yet. You're a guru. What? Guru where? Where are you leading your disciples and your followers? Vrindavan, yeah. Well, what's it like there? Oh, well, it's the flowers and the trees and the birds and the bees. And a thing called love. See? Without any of the feeling. All these words. But no ecstasy, no bliss. See? That's the imitation. Yeah, it's like there's a diamond, right? Real diamond. And then you got a piece of glass. And they kind of look the same, right? If you're not a connoisseur and you don't know the difference, they both shine and they look the same and everything. But upon close examination that we do here, we're like this. Let's see, are you a diamond guru, man? Or are you a piece of glass? Let's get both eyes. Let's open them both. Let's get the binoculars out. Let's examine the qualities of Radhanath and Jaipataka. I think we got glass here. It might break. Handle it carefully, everybody. It may break. Conditioned souls are confronted by death at every step. Therefore, who among the conditioned souls would not render service to the lotus feet of Mukunda? Practically everybody won't do it. Why? Because they're in ignorance. Why? Because they listen to Bill Gates, and they're not. Is Bill Gates teaching any of this? Is Trump teaching you any of this? And Trump, they're worshiping Trump, but they don't worship devotees who give you the truth. not Trumps. Trump, oh, da-da-da-da. Blow the trumpet for Trump. Or Biden, or whoever political thing. Or your gurus, boop-a-doop-a-doop. Be confronted by death at every step. Therefore, who among the conditioned souls would not render to the service to the lotus feet of the Lord Mukunda? And you say, I'm doing that. See, my Gurudev is giving me all these rules, regulations, and I'm following all these things. I'm rendering service to Govinda. Okay, are you ready for the real deal? Are you ready for what it really explains in the book? How you have to be born again? You have to be spiritually regenerated to really serve the Lord? That means you need a real guru like a Shukadev Goswami, empowered by the real spiritual potency, not a piece of glass, a real diamond, man. Wasn't he a diamond, wouldn't you say? Wasn't Prabhupada a diamond? Aren't all the devotees jewels and diamonds in this world? You need a diamond to break the glass, right? Otherwise the glass, people can't break the glass, man. They're afraid. Oh, don't break the glass, man. No, I like breaking glass, man. It's got a nice ring to it. You hear, he goes, blah, A lot of people do it. These Black Lives Matter, they love breaking glass. They go out there with their hammers. I watch them in video breaking glass. They're into it, man. So I do the same thing. I say Black Lives Matter also. You didn't know I was a Black Lives Matter person. Yeah, Black Lives. Man, the Black life, man. Vrindavan, Krishna. The Black life, man. You need it. I'm here to break the glass, man. I'm here to create a riot. Don't think I came here to promote peace. I came with a hammer to break the glass. Glass gurus. We got to withstand the hammer test. I hammer them with the truth. Bang, bang, bang. Drive the nail of truth in. Crucify the false ego. So who among the conditioned souls would not render service to the lotus feet of Govinda? So Prabhupada gave the Vaidhi. Okay, practice now. See? Now, really rendering service is you need to be qualified. You need to be a pujari. You come here, we'll make you a real pujari. You pujaris out there, you're not real pujaris yet. You know, until ecstatic devotion awakens and you can wake up the Lord. He's still sleeping on the altar. That's why he's standing there like that. And you're just trying to wake him up. And so that's why you're following the rules and regulations till you develop a desire and you cry out, Lord, I'm trying to wake you up, for God's sake. When are you going to wake up? You just stand there like a stone, and I feel like a stone. My heart is, is there something more? Is there some other kind of thing about worship here, or am I going to do this? You know how many pujaris often, after a certain point, they just run away. They get tired. Not everybody, but a lot of them, unless they're making money. If they're making money, it's a different thing. It's a business. Well, you don't think these gurus would run away if they weren't making money off you guys, you batteries out there? You think they'd be worshiping Krishna? A lot of them wouldn't. No, they're doing it. It's a job. You take away their worship and their money and their buildings and their little tickets here and there, and they'd be gone. They go out and do something else. Not everybody. There are probably some sincere persons, but hey man, this is Kali Yuga. I wouldn't put it past that there's a lot like that, man. Look at what we're finding out in the Catholic Church. Look at all the pedophiles in ISKCON that came out. Even now, they're still worshiping pedophiles. I can't believe it, man. They still, after they find out the guy was a pedophile, they still give him honor and respect. What's that saying, man? There's something deeply wrong with this Krishna consciousness movement in ISKCON. Something very troubling. That's why they're all getting the shots. The Lord's saying, hey man, if you don't listen to my real prophets who really speak the truth, hey man, just get out. Go get your shot and go. Even the Lord even said, if you spent, this is right from the lips of Lord Caitanya, and I'll tell you. He said, if you do all these rules and regulations and study the Vedas and everything and don't develop attraction that the devotees have here to the lotus feet of the Lord, attachment to the lotus feet of the Lord, become a bee at the lotus feet of the Lord, it's futile. You just wasted your time. You die mundane. That's the kind of preaching that Lord Caitanya did, and I just carry that forward, man. To the Lord, he's saying, oh, being a demigod or a demon, what's that to me? That's what he said. Lord Caitanya said, if ecstatic devotion doesn't arise in the heart, what's that to me? I don't care. Nothing. I came here to awaken that. Same thing here. What's that? What's Vaidhi to me? Hey man, if you're not interested, you Vaidhi, you ISKCON and Gaudiya Meetup, you want to do your big proud trips, no problem. We'll go into the world and get Amy's and Maria's. Whoever will listen will get this. They'll be in Vrindavan way before you. Because we got the real deal here. You get all the problems. You go maintain all those buildings. And you go build on that. You see what they're doing? Even in, I know it's Gaudiya Smiti, the gurus, building more temples, breaking them down, building them up. All that friggin' work. That shows me, look at you guys. Look at it. You build, break it down, and build it up. All that work. Still external bhakti you're doing, all in the name of Raganuga. Crying schools without the crying. Purebhakti.com without the pure bhakti. And that goes on and on and on. That's why I speak about it, man. Truth will set you free. Whoever will listen. That's not palatable mode of goodness. In the Bhagavad Gita says you should speak truth that's palatable. Oh yeah, that's mode of goodness. But this is deliver truth, man. We smash things. We have clubs here. We have a transcendental club standing behind here. What the heck is Vishnu's club for God's sake? What, to kiss? To embrace the club? No, it's to get clubbed. To club illusion, man. Needs a big clubbing, doesn't it? It's a very stubborn, jackass type stuff. Yeah, you ever see a jackass who doesn't want to move? You got to really beat it. It doesn't listen to anything but a good beating. To move along, little doggy. All right, yeah. Who wouldn't? Okay, who is worshipable even for the greatest liberated souls? Who wouldn't render? Yeah, but people don't. They don't know. That's why you gotta make the connection with the disciplic line. Here's the line. Not only do we get you going and invite you, that's already done by Prabhupada. Here we're going to get you going in ecstatic worship. Whole nother level, man. Whole nother dimension. Here now you can go into the kingdom of God. You actually get entrance, man. Here's your tickets. Come get your tickets, man. We're giving them away. Otherwise, these guys are scalpers out. These leaders, they're scalpers. And they give you false tickets. It's not the real thing. Oh, yeah, we're giving tickets out to Vrindavan. Come here. Here, give us your money. Give us your time. We'll give you a ticket to Vrindavan. But you can't go because it's not the real ticket. You need a ticket to ride. I got a ticket to ride. You got your ticket? See, proof is the real tickets are being given out because Lalita is in the rock concert going on now. She got in. She's seeing the real deal. The bouncers let her in because she had a real ticket to Vrindavan. And she's showing everybody Vrindavan, what it's like there. And we all like the show, man. Thank you. Thank you for showing us, revealing Vrindavan to the world. Thank you very much. Yeah, everybody else, ecstatic devotees are doing it. Whoever is doing, like Johan does his nice ecstatic classes. I get a little embarrassed watching him, actually, because he's so out there, you know. I've never seen anybody so out there, man. He doesn't let anything, doesn't hide anything. Yeah. So that's our Lord, man, and he wants to, even liberated souls, this Lord is worship. And he's giving in Kali Yuga, Lord Caitanya's mercy through his real line, through his real devotees. At this point now, he wants to give you that spirit that makes you a great sage himself. He's that spirit in the great sages, the liberated souls. And he wants to give that to you, even though you're disqualified. We're all disqualified. That's our qualification in Kali Yuga. We're just willing to receive that spirit of devotion, receive his help, his gift, his protection. That's all. You come in here, you learn to receive and learn to trust this transcendental Lord around people who trust the Lord. You know, otherwise people are bewildered. The devotees are all thinking, well, we can't trust that Lord that you guys have over there. He looks too outrageous. He's not normal. Of course he's not normal. He's super normal. This is our super... It's the super normal. Everybody is super unnormal here. Really, Maya makes you super unnormal, man. It's normal to love God. And you know, everybody's doing that in the spiritual world. But it's not normal here. And that most devotees are not normal yet. They're not normalized. They need to hit this stage. This is the stage for that. You need to come on this stage and dance a little bit. You know, let us see your dancing, man. Let's see if you can make the grade for the troop. You can be part of the troop. Hey, what are you doing on those stages over there, man? Come on this stage, man. This is where the fun really begins. You hear the act. We're doing a class act. High class act, man. Distributing. This is the pastimes of the transcendental Lord. Literally. You ready for the real pastimes of the Lord? Well, you got to see it in action. You got to see some living devotees engaged in the pastimes of the Lord. The transcendental pastime. You got to see some tears like they were, you know, in the books. You see some holy laughter, man, some choking up when you're worshiping. Chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Show that, hey, man, you're on the altar, man. You're waking up God. He's in your heart. You woke him up, man. Proof that you can give the real darshan of the Lord. You woke up the Lord. Nobody's getting the real darshan yet. That's why it says, Krishna says, you devotees of your caliber, the ones who can wake up the Lord in the heart, are virtual places of pilgrimage. My deity worship purifies after a long time, but you purify just by being seen because you wake me up. People can see I'm woken up. They see, but they don't see. Can you imagine? They see, but they don't see because they don't hear. You got to see through here the truth. What do you think Bhagavatam is? It's a vibration to hear, to wake you up, man. Because people have proven these Vaidis, These Ritviks, these so-called living dead gurus have been reading these books and still don't understand what is a real guru even, which they're not. What these transcendental scriptures are. Transcendental, which they don't see or understand. They got to hear that vibration. You know, hear it spoken, then it goes, ooh, feel it, man. You feel this bhakti, man. You feel you've been punched by Vishnu. Krishna goes right through, just like those karate guys, they go through a board. Goes right through the skin into the heart. You didn't know another hat. You don't see my black belt, do you? My hand can go through flesh. Every day I showed karate master here. Through the board of the body, man. The bones right to, and doesn't even make a mark. Can't see any marks. That's how good of karate we do here. See all these hats the guru has to wear? Do a lot of stuff, man. You're endless. I'll show you. After you stay here long enough, you'll see how many hats we wear here. How many jobs we do. How many positions we fill. How many skills we have. And they're all essential. And they're all now there's no karate master that can do what we do here. I haven't seen one. You can go through boards, man, but we go through flesh, and not even me can mark. Grab that heart and massage that heart. And we get it pumping, get Krishna, squeeze them out, man, So one day, the sage among the demigods, Narada Muni, see, you become a sage. It's amazing. You become a sage among the demigods. You got to be Narada Muni. You know what he was? He was like us. In the Bhagavatam, a big story about Narada Muni. He was like us. Nothing. A maidservant to who? The sages, realized souls. And he became a sage amongst the demigods. That's you guys, man. That's a Lalita. That's anybody. River, here. You become a sage amongst the demigods. The right below God, man, they do all these universal affairs and everything, all the stars, all the planets that affect everybody. Sometimes people come to me and say about astrology, and I say, astrology, what is that? The planets have no effect on me. I affect the planets. The Lord is giving me that ability to affect the planets. Giving you too. It's not just the win-lose. Oh, I get to affect the planet, but not you. We pee on you forever. You're just peons. That's the elites, the elite gurus in the elite world. They're all like that. That's why I abandon all varieties of religion, man, and surrender to God. And then you become a real compassionate person. You become a real magnanimous person. My Lord Caitanya is very magnanimous. He makes you as good as his devotees, or maybe even better. You become a sage among the demigods, just like not better, actually, because, Lord Caitanya wasn't around when Narada Muni became self-realized. But that's the principle. Isn't that amazing? That's our Lord. That's the true God. He's like that. He's not just giving, Radhanath, you lived in a cave. You're so fantastic. You're so great. Oh, they appointed you Guru Dev of so many disciples. Oh, you're so great. He's not like that at all. He takes a nobody like us and makes him a somebody amongst the demigods. Why? Because he chooses just simply to live in our temples. I don't need to build no friggin' temple. I'm building it right here every day. Oh, you didn't know that? You didn't know I was a carpenter, did you? Well, my friends, that's the truth. Gohari has another hat, carpentry work. Well, you see the nails? We hammer and nails, hammer and nails. You come here, we use the hammer and nails. Crucifixion. So once you crucify, I remember, Lalita was talking about her crucifixion. I said, yeah, it's great, man. And once you're out of it, it's like, what? I was crucified. She probably doesn't even remember. I remember it all. She doesn't remember crucified? What was that? Yeah, I remember she's talking, we're getting crucified. It's all forgotten, man. It's like having a baby. After that comes out, what happened? Oh, I don't remember any of that stuff. Now I got the baby. Look at the baby, right? Forget about everything. She's just looking at Krishna now. That's all. Ain't about Krishna. Crucified, Done. Been there. It's gone. Finished. See, carpentry work. Very important work. Finishing work. Coming in. Prabhupada built a nice foundation. Now we come up and do the finishing work. We take all the nice stuff, put the furniture in there, make it nice, decorate everything nicely. We actually let Krishna do it. I'm also lazy. I don't like it. Let him do all the carpentry and all that stuff. I don't want to be bothered. He's saying that too. Hey, he said, don't worry, Gohari. We'll just play together here. We'll just have a good time. I got these forms, man. They do all the work. I delegate everything. We'll get Vishnu to do that. We'll get the club out. He'll do that. We just play together. We just have a good time. Now, how would you like the Lord like that? He's also lazy. He's always drunk in ecstasy. Him and Radha, they're just... they're drinking each other all the time. They have all these servants. They're doing all this other stuff. All the grunt work. And they like it. Everybody. Yeah. After worshiping Narada, with suitable paraphernalia, seating him comfortably and respectfully bowing down to him, Vasudeva spoke to him as follows. The best way you can worship such a devotee, you think suitable paraphernalia. What's suitable? Oh, ghee lamps and all of this stuff. You're right, Guru Puja and all that. It's all external, and that's fine to start like that. But don't end like that. How about, here like Guru's worship, right? The Lord's giving me a position of Guru. Guru's worship with the tears. I mean, when I see devotees, oh my Guru, I hear this all the time from you devotees. Oh my Guru Dev, I just love you so much. And now, to me, that's what Krishna's looking for. He said, man, you got that kind of worship. And when you worship a devotee, that means you're actually worshiping Krishna, because, you can't do that with a real guru unless you're actually purified. That they represent Krishna, literally. That means you're seeing qualities of Krishna. Otherwise, you wouldn't feel that relation. That's why these verses they're all really true. Those who claim to, Lord Caitanya quoted this. Ramananda Roy, practically, all practical stuff here. What happened there happens here. You learn what the real thing is here. Because what happened there happens here. Ramananda Roy, the Mars Pratapuruja love you so much that he will certainly get Krishna. Certainly! That's why you guys, it's certain you have gotten Krishna's mercy. Certainly, because you love a real devotee. You love what they say. You love what they do. Well, sometimes maybe. Maybe most of the time. Maybe some of the time. It doesn't matter. It'll always increase. You love the devotee so much. See, he's a real devotee. Ramananda devotee is real, authentic associate of Lord Caitanya. Can you imagine you have somebody alive here like that? Because the same thing applies. Lord Jesus says, he loves you so much, therefore Krishna will certainly, without doubt, man, certainly bestow his mercy upon him. Mars, because you love. And then the Lord goes on and quotes, those who claim to be my direct devotees. See? That's those who go directly to God. You see some of those? Some of those come here, get a real guru, and then they go on their way again, say, oh, I don't need the guru anymore. I'm a direct devotee of Krishna, right? We had a few of those. They have to learn their lesson, don't they? Or they go to a guru who's not a real devotee yet. See, that's like going directly, because that's all they're doing. They're not going to a real guru. A lot of times they went to Prabhupada just to get their little cloth and their buildings and their money, and they're looking at the pockets of the spirit of the Acharya. Yeah, then they get little disciples who believe that stuff. They like glass that breaks. See, those who are the devotees of my real devotees will certainly get Krishna's mercy. Those who claim to be my direct devotees or devotees of non-devotees who are imitating real devotees are not my real devotees. But those who are the devotees of my devotees are my real devotees. How do you know? Well, look at Lalita. Is she a devotee of a devotee? Well, what's the proof? Well, look at her tears, man. Look at her ecstasy. Look at her laughing like a mad woman. That's like Lord Shiva incarnate in this world, laughing and crying. Well, you see the same thing in her. I didn't know she had a little bit of Shiva inside there. Watch out, it may come out, man. You think she's just all sweet and cherries and strawberries and cream. Those who claim to be my devotees, my direct devotees, not mine. Those are the devotees. You see that principle here, anybody? You notice Johan's ecstasy? Where's that coming from? Is he glorify his guru? Does that ecstasy stay and increase? How about Govinda? Isn't he? And can you see the changes? How about River? You see, they're all Janakis. See, they all have that because it's true. These verses are real here. They become real for everybody. Real, reality. In your life, you become a delivered person, an ecstatic devotee, a confidential servant of the Lord, like your guru is. Now, that's pretty easy to find the real path, huh? When you hear it explained properly. Am I telling you what's not in the book? Are we showing you what's not in the book? You get what you see is what you get. Anybody interested out there? You want to be a devotee like that? You want to be an ecstatic devotee? There's the process. Become a devotee of a devotee. But you can't do that artificially. It's got to be real. You got to hear. You got to associate. You got to make friends with the devotees. You got to serve by hearing. Get purified. Yeah, it goes pretty fast here. You think this is going on in every lifetime for everybody gets an opportunity? It's been 500 friggin' years before this has had this situation at this kind of time and place and circumstance has arisen. 500 years before this kind of deliverance has happened. Do you see anybody that comes from Prabhupada's group that has the symptoms that the devotees here have? Ask Janaki. She was around there. ask Lalita, ask all the devotees associated with ISKCON. Nobody has this kind of fruit. This is fruit. Fruit, sweet, powerful, truthful, conclusive. Yeah. So the activities of the demigods lead to both misery and happiness for the living beings. Isn't that? Misery and the activities of the demigods. Misery and happiness. You can tell. Who are you worshiping, really? Who are you worshiping? Because if you're worshiping real devotees, oh, I see, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's not do that. Let me read the rest. Those who worship the activities of the demigods lead to both misery and happiness for the living beings. But the activities of great saints like you, who have accepted the infallible Lord as their very soul, result only in happiness of all beings. Okay? This is pure devotional service. See? If you worship people, I don't care who it is or who they say they are, and the result of that worship or that meditation or that praise you're giving them, whether they're ministers or Brahmins or sannyasis or gurus or Tony Robbins, and you're just getting happiness and distress, it's kind of a demigod thing. They're not really devotees yet. Okay? But the happiness you get from the activities, see, these kinds of activities, what is it, hearing, chanting, remembering, around real devotees result in the happiness of everybody. See, what you see, the happiness you see in the devotees here that are meditating on the activities of devotees, which is hearing, chanting, remembering, sadhu sangha, is resulting in this transcendental happiness of everybody. Because God, that happiness is in everyone. It's in Trump, dormant. It's in Bill Gates, dormant. It's in Radhanath, dormant. It's in Jaipataka, dormant. It's in the Gaudiya Samiti gurus. And what I see, dormant still. They don't have any idea what this happiness is. And I'm here to prove it, so we can prove the real path and deliver so many. If they're convinced that it's here, I'll show you, give us a chance. I'll show you logic, man. I'll show you the greatest logic in the world, because my Lord will show you. He'll make things so crystal clear. He'll show you such the heights of ecstasy, not only in this fool, Gaur Hari Das, but even in his disciples. He'll show greater ecstasy in them. You'll see dreams, you'll see spiritual gifts, proving that we are real servants of Lord Caitanya. I mean, real, the intimate variety. The ones who are the liberators of the Vaidis and the gurus. The gurus. Glue. See, you're still gurus. You're still glued to this world. You need a guru. They can't unglue you. Come over here, we'll unglue you, man. We're not gurus, we're gurus here. See, happiness and distress. Ask yourself, I mean, you know, if your guru is liberating you, do you have the happiness of devotees? Well, what is that? What is the happiness? Well, come here and see. Go look at Lalita, go look at Johan. That's the happiness of devotees. Isn't it amazing? Right there in your face. I push a pie in the face of illusion, man. Hey, illusion, here's the pie. Like they did with Bill Gates. I saw this one video. They put a pie right in his face. Two of them. Boom, boom. Man, double went in. That's Maya. Those represent. We put a pie in you, Guru's face. You can't unglue anybody here. We're here. We break the bond, man, of birth and death. That's our job, man. Is this too much there, Lolita? Am I getting too outrageous? You look pretty drunk. We have a lot of affirmations in this. Really nice, unique ones, gurus. Yeah. See, the very soul result in the happiness of all beings. I like that. Happiness. So those who worship the demigods receive reciprocation from the demigods in such a way corresponding to the offering. The demigods are attendants of karma, like a person's shadow. But sadhus are actually merciful to the fallen. They're actually merciful, see, to the fallen. What's that mercy? You get the happiness of God. The same happiness that Lord Caitanya feels, Lalita feels. See, she admits, I'm a fallen soul. She's given up the worship of gurus. Johan also, he was 25 years worshiping in ISKCON sannyasis, the gurus, couldn't get him unglued. Now he's totally unglued, man. Can you tell the guy is definitely unglued? He's a madman, unglued. Look at Shama Sundari, man. We unglued her from her guru. She's unglued now. She knows it. She feels that much better experience. She's free, set free. Yeah. I think I'm going to stop here. Yeah, while it's a little bit early, we'll stop. We'll come back for more. It's really. Yeah. So thank you very much, everybody. Oh, give us a word, Lalita, while you're here. Let us hear it.
Okay. Actually, this is such a joy, Guru Maharaj, to listen to you. From the moment I turn my computer on, I watch your class. The air is changing.
The what?
The air.
Yeah.
The air is changing.
Oh.
There hangs a gas inside of the room. And the air is just changing because of the presence of Radha Krishna. And zoof, I'm somewhere else. And I realize, how simple life can be. Srila Prabhupada said, simplify your life with your association. Life is so simple because I know I only need you. All the rest is fear. It's really true. it's so simple, actually. Makes life so simple. Everything is included. Everything is included. This this food, this drink, this deep happiness, this self-realization, this understanding, this esoteric truth, the deeper you go, the more you understand everything else is useless. Everything else is useless. That's really unbelievable. This is unbelievable what you're bringing us. This is, and indeed, nobody has any idea. Nobody has any, you've got to experience this to believe it. This is, I feel so fortunate to have met you, Guru Maharaj. It's really unbelievable.
See, you're like, see, you have to be like Arjuna. When somebody is actually a real acharya, spiritual master that gives spirit, awakened spirit in others, it's like that. It's just like the book. That's why these books are so beautiful. They're very accurate descriptions of the real path. And then you become like that with a real guru. Because you're my disciple and my friend, you get to know these and relish these great secrets. And you say, my ears are like, so you act like a real representative of the book in life. This is what people need to see. To see this is real. The Maya is a dream. This is the only reality. Like you realize it's only reality. Everything else is this Disneyland dream. Comes and goes. But this is permanent. Yeah.
This is
permanent. This is
more
eternal.
than permanent.
What?
More than permanent. This is always growing.
It grows too. Permanent growth.
It's just
see, more and more people will come. This is part of the awakening. The vibration's going out. See, vibration. I mean, I told you, 20 years I was doing to more or less an empty camera, and then gradually, it's sacrifice, and the atmosphere, and then people start coming, and more will come. Why not? It's truthful. It's amazing. Krishna's amazing. The real truth is amazing. And sadhu sangha is amazing. We just engage in it. And matter of fact, this technology is amazing to do this with. We're using this. I mean, people can become self-realized in the comfort of their home, sitting on their friggin' couch, eating popcorn. It's a very unique place and time and circumstance, opportunity.
Yeah.
Everybody, this is the problem. People are corrupted by technology because, see, everything corrupts you. Money corrupts you. If you get too much of it, and your heart's not purified, you become corrupted. You end up using it to destroy yourself and other people. Everything is like that. These opulents are very corruptible. And can you imagine becoming a guru? Oh my God. Is it a wonder Trump's got a false ego, big one everybody can see? It's like sticks out like a sore thumb. It's because all that money, all that power. I mean, still, demigods are also, he's got good qualities too. He's like, mixed in there. But everybody is more or less corrupted. Even the demigods are more or less corrupted still. Until you get this mercy of Lord Caitanya, which purifies the heart. See? Then you use the, I love these things, the cameras, the crypto, all this stuff is useful, wonderful. Use it for the Lord's service. I love it.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Like somebody said, you got 3 phones? Yeah, man, it's wonderful. Use it for Krishna. Why not? I just got this beautiful, new, nice phone. It was cheap too. Krishna always shows me the best deals. Nice, cheap, but a good phone. Beautiful phone. works really nice, really fast, you know, so it doesn't lag and stuff like that. I could do these classes. You know, right now I have no real internet, but you know, I've been led to this kind of thing, technology and everything. Now we have these classes built, you know. To me, that is the most important thing.
Mm.
So no, you don't, this is where our heart gets purified. And then the sin doesn't take birth in there of taking, we're dealing with poison here every day. Everything is poison here. Everything is here to poison us. Maya is here to poison us. But devotees don't get poisoned because Krishna is our protector. Truly, genuinely, honestly. Transcendental Krishna is so powerful, so purifying. He's the spotlessly pure one, and he lives in our hearts. And he wants to live in everybody's hearts. We're here to promote him. You know, to communicate that Lord into the hearts of others so that you can also benefit like this. You know, people, they're just all corrupted by these things. That's why I say this app, anybody can come here. Bill Gates, I just use examples. Gurus, anybody can come here, and you'll get Krishna in your heart and won't be corrupted by your position. That's what I say. You gurus, you can come here and become a real guru, where you can unglue your disciples from the cycle of birth and death, like we do. Why? Because Krishna is living in our hearts here. You know, he's the one. See, that one is my life and soul. And because of that, all these beautiful things happen. Otherwise, beautiful things don't happen. This is really beautiful, is to have a society of devotees. That's the only beauty the Lord's looking at. He's not looking at how beautiful your body is. Are you in a society of devotees? Are you relishing Hari Katha? Do you relish chanting the holy name? No? Well, come here, because that's what it's all about, is to get Bhakti Lata Bij, the awakening of your spirit, your spiritual body. See, it's a spiritual body, just like this is a body. This body eats. The spiritual body eats. You see that? Lalita eats. Oh, look, she's eating now. She's drinking the new wine. Hey, that's what's going on here. Valuable stuff. You come here, it's like winning the lottery 10 times over. 10 million times. Yeah, we're really activating Amy. She said, oh, everything's popping. No wonder she writes so many notes. Yeah, I'm just checking out her stuff now. Oh, I got to read these comments. Ooh, boy, you guys popping, man. A lot of comments here. That's it, man. You know, that's what it's all about. When you hear Hari Katha, you should be getting some realization, some understanding coming, right? And that's where this carries forward. Once you get awakened, man, then you read the scriptures yourself, and all these realizations keep coming. Oh, realize more. It's just endless. And then you preach this stuff, and it liberates people. Makes them happy. See, the happiness of others is what? This! What you see is the happiness of others. See? The Lord is in your heart saying, oh, somebody made me happy. He's talking about the truth. Oh, conclusive truth. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. And he's in your heart. You didn't know this kind of happiness. It's a new thing. Yes, God is doing a new thing in you, showing you a happiness beyond the happiness and distress of the demigods and these charismatic persons in this world, the class. He's showing you the diamond, the jewels, the gold. Okay. Hare Krishna, everybody. I'll see you guys in a little bit, man. I'm already eager, ready for the next class. I gotta do some exercise, walk around, go to the bathroom. I wish I had a mango. I'd eat a mango, but don't count. Except ecstatic tears. Okay, my friends, thank you very much for encouraging me to speak about Krishna.